artists at Culture Lab.
Hello, and welcome back for another Test Talk. I'm here at Culture Lab today with a very special guest. I'm here with WU Dar-Kuen, the director of the Contemporary Art Program at C Lab in Taiwan. Thank you for being here.
Hi, Tess. Yeah, it's my very honor to be here to Long Island City, to the LIC Culture Lab.
I love that we both work for a culture lab, just in different locations.
Definitely.
Let's talk a little bit about your culture lab. What is C Lab in Taiwan, for those of us who haven't had the pleasure of going?
Of course. C Lab, actually, we are very young institutions. We just established from 2018.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But our site actually have a very long history due to the Japanese occupation era. Actually, that place used to be the industry research center. Yeah, and so we have one heritage building and built by the Japanese. Yeah, then at the 1939. Then after the World War II finished and the KMT government come over to Taiwan, and that place become the headquarters of the Taiwan Air Force.
Wow, so it was the Taiwan Air Force.
Yes.
And then in 2018.
Yeah, 2018, our government actually used the space and transform from the military purpose into a cultural purpose.
Oh.
Yeah, and we're trying to open the military space for the general audience. Yeah, and with the volunteer of the artists, and they can do the residency and research and many kind of activities in our space.
I know we're going to be talking about our contemporary art show that we're presenting here in collaboration, but at your institution, do you also have a theater space?
Yes, indeed.
So you provide space for all types of multimedia artists?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, because we have a two platform, contemporary art platform and technology media platform, as well as both platform. Actually, we are integrated to provide all kind of the facilities, manpower, and knowledge to Taiwanese artists. Yeah.
And I love that it's out of an old military space. I mean, obviously, we love our non-traditional spaces here.
Yes.
So let's talk a little bit about Fever Genesis.
Yeah, the Fever Genesis, this title actually is not only comes from the Bibles, but also we are trying to discuss why those artists, they want to do their own creation. And the creativity is kind of ability from them own, and through their observance and through their research, and how can be turned to their own creations into the audience. So this kind of like a process, and they even those artists, they are pretty established as well, and they never stop their creations. So this is what I really feel very appreciative about what they are doing. Yeah.
One of the artists was in your
we have a
residency
residency program called Creators.
Creators Residency
very
Program.
simple.
Okay.
Yeah, just
everyone,
create.
Creators Residency Program. If you're a Taiwanese artist, you can apply.
Yes, indeed. Thanks for the commercial time. Yeah, but those artists actually, some of them we bring here today, and they get our creators program before. So for example, like artist Li Fan, the first work he working in, and he used the machinima and the GAN engines to develop his own animation works. Yeah. So with the AI generative, and it can make these works very fast. Yeah,
Wow.
by with those kind of different type of the animator, it's kind of much shorter and much efficient, and he can focus on his dialogue, and he can focus on his storytelling as well.
Very, very cool. So we'll keep it short, but
Sure.
what is one thing you would love for the Culture Lab community anybody coming by, experiencing the exhibition, what's one thing you would hope that they would take away from this show?
Oh, yeah, that's a very good question. Yeah, because I think nowadays through my personal observance, we can see the Taiwan artists as they are not no longer, they are doing like only one directions. They can do different mountain ways for their own works, and they can do installations, they can do the animations, or they can make videos by their own. So you can sense those artists, they are very creativities. Yeah. So with the go through all this exhibition, then you can figure it out. Actually, they are not only use their abilities, they are also using it and to tell us how the creation is important, and how as a human being, how we can have a dialogue with the general publics.
Thank you again for being with me here today.
Thank you, Tess. Thank you.
Part 2 of Tess Talks. We got to speak with our amazing curator, and now we get to speak with some of the artists directly.
So my name is Tzu-Huan, and I live in New York for the past 13 years. I went to Prague and I studied there. After there, I just stay here working as an artist and designer at the same time.
Cool. And which piece did you do?
My work is called Hyperfaces Voyager, and it's combined with video piece, paintings, and also tapestry.
When you experience his work, be sure to get very close to the smaller images on the wall. It's a beautiful story that you've told of, how would you...
About sort of response to my video works and talk about socializing in the current world, but also I'm trying to picture it in different perspective from the video. So it's interesting stuff where you're watching the video and you go back to visit the painting, you will have different ideas about what I'm trying to picture.
I'll ask you to say your name and tell us a little bit about the piece you brought here.
I'm Chi.
Nice to meet you.
I'm the artist based in Taipei, and many work with video installation, and as a video as well, and sometimes with other different type of collaboration. And my work is called Hominins. Yeah, and it's actually a journey to an island called Sulawesi in Indonesia. Because at that time the work is made in 2019, and before that I saw for me it's quite inspired news to talk about the prehistorical cave art, and it's probably the oldest one in this planet, and in Indonesia. For me it's like it's the first immersive experience from humans. So that's how I decide to have the journey to figure out like what is the how they made it. Yeah, and the work is about that. There's the video and a series of photography.
Having sort of each of your pieces on either side of this wing feels like it's sort of this like connective tissue, like we start on sort of these different caves in this journey of storytelling in that way.
I found it's really interesting, and it also shows how we're different.
Absolutely, and to be in dialogue in the same show is very special. My friend here.
Hello, my name is Yifan, and basically I'm based in Taipei, and I work with animations, 3D animations mostly, and also sometimes some ceramics. Yeah, so the piece I bring here is called How Do You Turn This On? It's basically, you can see a digital avatar. Looks similar like me, and have some like random dialogue about my childhood memories and some like history of animations and history of games, video games.
Oh.
Yes, it's pretty like improvised, random dialogue. It's like part of my project. 2021, I try to build some of the animation toolkit by myself because I used to work with like software using keyframe to produce animation, and it's really tedious. It's really slow. So I'm thinking maybe I can build some of my own toolkit based on the game engine, so I can create an animation really improvised way. Yes,
it's very cool. I was talking with the curator, and he mentioned you were in residence at C Lab.
Oh yes.
During this creative process.
Yes. So it's like part of thanks C Lab for supporting.
Yes, and your video has been haunting everyone.
Haunting, really.
So if you want to come see what we're all talking about, it's just, I think it's because the images are uncanny, right?
Yeah,
it's
spooky.
real, but it's not real. Yeah. And then when he opens, and the memory, right, opening the heads, and the people inside, it's a very uncanny experience to watch.
Okay, thank you.
Because it's human, but it's not human.
Yes, it's like the situation of digital human, like
Yes.
feel familiar but stranger.
Exactly.
Yes.
So thank you for giving us that.
Thank you.
we take it home with us.
Okay.
My name is Chia-Yun. I'm from Taiwan. I'm artist and director, and I just moved to New York last year. And my work, The Island of Disappearing. I saw a lot of Christmas trees that were thrown away on the street. And I feel it's weird, but at the same time it's actually ordinary. And so I saw their changes during January, and one day I found they start disappearing. I took some photos of the trees, and I found the trees looks like something. Looks like scenes that someone set for shooting, because they are eye-grabbing, but actually looks nothing wrong. And here I mentioned the scene because the scenes in cinema and drama are all artificial, but artists try to make them real and everyday life look. So by this work, I transfer the scenery into images and then represent them in space to connect the stage setting and the installation art. I was trying to question the possible nothingness when an art is born. Just like the trees disappearing after the festival.
Wow. Yeah, I think it's such a strange experience walking around in January and seeing the streets littered with these holiday bodies, right? You know, they're just sort of discarded on the street, which I think you've captured quite beautifully here. Well, thank you all for joining us here today on Tess Talks, part 2 of our Fever Genesis show. Tune in next time and we'll be talking with more artists. Thank you again.
Tess Talks at Culture Lab.
緊嚟，
台灣是一個好所在，緊來佚佗。